That day, Jay returned home from work earlier than usual. As he stepped inside the house, he found it empty. He was about to head upstairs to Junior's room when the sound of music caught his attention. It was coming from the poolside. Curious, Jay decided to check what his wife was up to this time. Upon arrival, the sight before him nearly knocked the breath out of him. Junior was struggling in the pool, gasping for air, while his mother twerked to a song on TikTok. Without hesitation, Jay dived into the pool to save his son. He pulled Junior out of the water and desperately tried to resuscitate his tiny body, but the poor child wasn't responding. By then, Bella finally noticed the commotion. She rushed toward Junior, screaming in terror, but Jay pushed her away and quickly carried his son to the hospital. Bella was devastated. Her world had come crashing down. Her son had drowned because of her carelessness. "What have I done?" she wailed bitterly. "What do I do now?" In a panic, she called her parents and informed them of what had happened. They rushed over immediately. "I told you this social media thing would cause you more harm than good, Bella, but you didn't listen," her mother scolded. "How can you be so careless?" Bella shook her head, tears streaming down her face. She sank to the floor in the living room, crying and praying for good news from her husband. Hours later, Jay returned home, his face streaked with tears. "Bella, you are evil. I regret the day I met you. Pack your things and leave this house. This marriage is over," he shouted. "Honey, please, what happened to our son?" Bella asked, sobbing uncontrollably. "You killed him, Bella, with your social media obsession. The doctor said he couldn't make it. I got to the hospital too late." Jay delivered the heartbreaking news. Bella collapsed to the floor, crying bitterly. Regret filled every inch of her being. She had lost sight of what truly mattered, and now she was in agony. That day, Jay threw all of Bella's clothes outside the house, his heart aching. Bella went home with her parents, where she cried day and night, tormented by guilt. Her sweet son was gone, and she was responsible. Days passed, and Bella couldn't eat or sleep. The guilt consumed her. Her parents tried to console her, but the pain in her heart was too immense to ignore. One day, while she lay on the floor crying, her mother entered the room with a solemn expression. "Jay is here looking for you," her mother said. "Why, Mama? Has he come to finish me off for what happened to our son?" "Mama, tell him I'm sorry," Bella pleaded, her voice breaking. Her mother, tears in her eyes, responded, "Well, my daughter, you can tell him you're sorry by yourself, and someone else is here to see you too." As she left the room, Bella muttered to herself, "Who could that be?" Summoning all her strength, she dragged herself off the floor and made her way to the living room. When she entered, she froze in shock. Her baby was alive, kicking and playing. "But how? I thought you said he couldn't make it," Bella exclaimed, crying uncontrollably. "Well, you needed to understand what was more important to you, your family or social media. I hope you found the answer," Jay said. "Junior was resuscitated as soon as I got to the hospital. The doctor said we were lucky to have arrived on time, or else he wouldn't have survived. I can't say I'm not angry at you, but Junior needs his mother. If you're still interested in being one," Jay added. Yes, I'm sorry, honey. I promise I will never neglect you or our son again. I have learned my lesson. I will never lose sight of what truly matters." Bella cried as she clung to her husband, pleading for forgiveness. She vowed to change and become a better wife and mother. Her parents watched their daughter with hopeful smiles. The past few days had been tormenting for her, thinking that Junior was dead. They hoped this painful experience would lead to her transformation. That day, Jay took his family home, his heart full of expectations. Months passed, and Bella became a changed woman. She took responsibility for her home and never neglected her family in pursuit of social media fame. She still created content but learned to set boundaries between her online presence and real life. The moral of this story is that we should always strive for balance in life. Content creation is rewarding and sustains millions of creators worldwide. But in the pursuit of success, we should never lose sight of what truly matters. Thank you for watching. If you've stayed with us this far, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Until next time, when I bring another juicy and interesting story your way, bye for now.